Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. If you don't know me, my name is Duamal Bentley, and I'm really excited about today's video because we're talking about a brand that I've kind of never tried before, and we're merging it with a brand that I loved every single thing I've tried from them. So let's get into this video because I got to beat this face, honey. Time is of the essence. So let's start off with the Charlotte Tilbury Air Flawless Foundation. This is, honestly, I've never tried this, but I have tried the brand so many times, and every single time I try the brand, I'm just at awe because ingredients are great, products are amazing, they wear incredibly. Like, it's just overall the experience that I look for in cosmetics. Charlotte Tilbury has delivered it really, really lovely. So I was really curious about trying the foundation. I was curious to see how it worked, how it looked, and I kind of wanted to go in there, but at the same time I didn't. And I saw that Beauty Creations kind of copied their packaging, and I was like, wow, you know, it's very, very beautiful packaging, but I never really took a second to stare at it. And this is a packaging here. It's just beautiful, beautiful packaging. It feels expensive and it feels luxurious. It looks like something that a rich grandmother would have in her, repertoire of grandmother expensive things. It's beautiful. I have no words to say. It's a nice whey type of size. It's 1 fluid ounce, which is pretty standard. The rose gold continues, you know, throughout the every trim here. It's just very much so the brand. Now, this is brand new. I have not pumped or used it, but I want to talk to you a little bit about what this foundation does before I hop over to, you know, the application. But before all of that, let's talk with the other person here. And not person, but product, the other product here. And it's the Real Techniques, and it's the Sponge Set Blend Miracle Powder Sponge. This is what that guy looks like dry. This is what it looks like wet. It is a significantly larger size, and this is incredible. Like, I've been using it, I've been trying it, I've been putting it to the test, and I've got to be very honest, I've been very pleasantly surprised with how I've been able to work with the sponge. So I really wanted to bring it to the channel and show you guys how quick, how easy my experience has been with this product in particular. So what a great way to merge two videos into something that I've never tried either of these, but I love this brand and I know that this brand is iconic, so I cannot wait to try both of these on. So girl. Okay, so starting off, I always shake my foundations, so I am shaking this one. I don't really hear, oh, I do hear a little bit of movement. I don't hear too much movement in there. But, you know, I did get to try it in the store. The shade that I just purchased was the 6 Neutral. I do like to go a little bit warmer on my skin tone. I am considered a neutral in foundations, but typically I find that neutral foundations tend to lean a little bit more towards the pink than it does in the warmth. And I like my skin to look a little bit more warmth when I have makeup on. Because as you can see, my skin is fairly neutral pinkish. I don't like to look more pale. I like to look a little bit more gluey. Did I just say gluey? I guess I like to look a little bit more gluey. But oh my gosh, let's pump this out here. So this, I think, is gonna be more than enough for the entire face. So I can't perceive right now. I'm going through a little bit of recovery for my cold. So I can't really smell if this has any scent, but it's slowly coming back, and I gotta say, I can't pick anything up. A little bit of product goes a very, very long way. I'm going to apply a little bit of what I have left over here on the sponge, and I'm gonna grab my mirror, and I'm just gonna start kind of working it on the skin. Again, this is full coverage. It's not going to oxidize too terribly. They told me that after it settles into your skin, it has this color, and we'll get into all of that, but it has like this color lock technology where it just won't oxidize or it won't change after it sets on the skin, which is really nice because sometimes some foundations do get a little murky when it comes down to, you know, the longevity of your day. And I'm not gonna lie, I find this foundation on first initial application, I find it very smoothing, but I also find the color to not be as natural. I feel it looks a little bit more yellowy than I remember it looking. But again, this is still drying, it's still settling. I don't know, I almost feel like Homer Simpson or something, like glam version of The Simpsons. Oh my God, if I ever get to be on a Simpsons episode, that would be so iconic. And I grew up loving them. So yeah, I feel a little Homer Simpson-y right now. I'm not going to lie. It didn't look like this at all in the store when we tried it on. It was fairly closer to the evening time, but I don't know. Let me just kind of give it a second for it to kind of settle into the skin, kind of, relaxing it here, because I'm not obsessed. I'm not obsessed with this tone. So I'm going to go in for the second coat. Now, first coat is very, very lightweight. I can already see tremendous amount of coverage. I don't really need to go in with the second coat, but I do want to use what I have left over here to see how this builds up as well. Okay guys, so this is the second and final layer of the foundation. On first impressions, I can already tell you this is one of the most natural full coverage foundations I've seen and I've used on my skin. I really do think that this is a really great product for someone who's like looking for a very little amount of product and a lot of coverage without also weighing it down. I don't really feel anything on my skin. I'm still waiting for her to dry just up a little bit. It's instantly giving me like this soft matte focus on my face. I feel like when I apply the second layer, I can see the textured areas a little bit more. So like second coat, it can look a little bit heavier, a little bit cakier. Looking at it up close, it's not looking cakey, it's just looking heavy. So what I'm hoping to do is I'm hoping for it to dry. It's still just recently placed, and see if that maybe will kind of smooth everything out a little bit more. Because on the first application, everything was just very nice and very smooth. So I don't really think you need 2 pumps, if I'm honest with you. I think that this is a very, very good product for, 1 pump and you're kind of done. It is $44, so it's definitely a little bit more on the higher end spectrum of makeup. But I also think that because you need to use so little of this to get like a really beautiful coverage, I think this was kind of really affordable for its price. For my cream contour, I'm going to be using the same sponge. I have the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin, and this is incredible. I absolutely love this. I'm just grabbing a little bit on here. Very little is what you need, truthfully. This is a shade. Something that I've been trying new is to use foundation to kind of really create how can I say this? To really create a custom type of aesthetic on the skin. I love it. So far, I really love it. So what I typically do is I either do the sucking motion and then I go a little bit above that area. It just looks really, really nice when you blend it out. Ooh, girl, mama's contour. So I'm not done blending it all, but the sponge is just, it works so well. Love it so much. So I don't have anything I think that's creamy and highlighter like. So I'm just going to use this Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Beauty Light Wand. And this is the Pillow Talk wand, I believe. Yeah, the Pillow Talk wand. Just this really beautiful rose gold type of tone. I'm just going to kind of grab a little bit of it. Really, you don't need too much. Just going to, dab it on here. And just apply a little bit on my forehead. See if this will kind of do things up a little bit. But so far, I've got to tell you, this guy is holding off really well. Like, this foundation kind of set itself. It's set natural, like, you know, and now that it's settled into the skin, it looks really, really natural. Like, it's actually really interesting how natural this particular product looks on the skin. I am kind of shook, I'm not gonna lie to you, because even though we did apply too much of it, I just feel like the skin looks good. You know what I'm saying? Like, the texture's there for the second layer. I didn't experience that with the first layer, but it's cute. It's cute. We're not upset about it. So now that the face is kind of contoured and highlighted, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this and kind of start working the shift of things. If you guys want to see me do a full face, you know, from beginning to end, every step that I do, leave it in the comment down below. And if you haven't subscribed, honey, subscribe to the channel. You just don't know what you're missing. This is the Dufe Nation, and we welcome you here with much love and honor. So with that said, give me a second. Let me go get this face ready, honey, and I'll be right back. All right, you guys, so my makeup is fully done at this point. I have been wearing it for several hours, and I've got to be very clear with my information here. This foundation is incredible, and this sponge, I mean, she's gone through it, but she held up so well. I mean, the makeup just applied so beautifully. I just don't necessarily think that this foundation would be a foundation you want to kind of build up on and upon, because it's just going to look a little heavy. I do have some information here from the website from Charlotte Tilbury, and I really want to share this because this is what made me really want to do this review, because I felt like foundation was foundation, right? I was just like, you know, it's just gonna, you know, blah blah blah. It might have some cute little ingredients in there, but no, this foundation has really great ingredients, and you know, a lot of people have really agreed upon. They did put this to the test. It's incredible. So let me show you here, or let me tell you here, it has anti-aging 2% perplexium to significantly, oh my God, to significantly reduce the appearance of wrinkles by up to 22% after 8 weeks of use. So of course, it's not going to dramatically change, you know, wrinkles, but it's going to hydrate your skin. It's going to take care of your skin. It's going to nourish the skin, and it's anti-aging, which is just incredible in my opinion, especially for $44. It's, even though it's a little bit of a higher price point on a foundation, it performs really beautifully. At first, the color, I was like, oh, I'm not sure if I love this, but once it settled into the skin and the makeup kind of wore it, beautiful. Like, I think it's incredible. I love the tone. Everything worked really well on top of it. Mixing, blending, liquids, creams, powders, everything just worked really well. It did not move. Nose coverage. Oh my God. Nose coverage was phenomenal. Like, honestly, one of the best foundations for nose coverage. So if you're a person who's looking for full coverage, want something that's very lightweight, and definitely want something that it's going to be very easy, very seamless on the skin, and very weightless, this is it right here. And for $40, $44, you know, plus tax wherever you are, it's a really good price point. You know, it again has anti-aging, It is hydrating. It says it is going to boost your hydration up to 216%. It has anti-pollution in there infused as well. It's refreshing, so it's just gonna keep your skin nice and cool. It doesn't really feel like I have mint or anything on the skin, but it just doesn't really feel like I have much. It just feels a little bit fresh. It doesn't really, again, it doesn't really feel like I have like a full face of makeup on, especially a full coverage foundation. I'm just kind of like, oh my God. It's just really nice. I do like it. I do think that it worked really well. I do think that it has a really good amount of shades. They could still expand on the shade range, but I do feel that you can definitely mix and match, create shades here and stretch them out. They will last you for a long time. Let's hop over to the Real Techniques Beauty Sponge because I loved it so much. I really did. It's one of my favorite sponges that I own now. Beauty Blender is just really great, but this guy just works really, really well. And I love the angle. I love, kind of the different shape. I have the Beauty Blender shape here. Then I have, the original Real Techniques shape. And it's just great for going on the side, outside of the nose. It's lovely. I really do enjoy this. A couple of points of information for this one in particular. It's going to be a soft filter finish. It's used for buildable coverage, has velvet fibers here to soften and set a long-lasting finish. Again, like I said, it has the 3 points, which is the point on top, roundedness, and then also the flat side here. It'll have great precision for your concealing. It's 100% cruelty-free, vegan, and latex-free. They are recommending you to clean this with the cleansing gel. I did use their cleansing gel, not on this, but I've used it before. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I feel like it's the same as using liquid detergent or, dish soap. Personally, I didn't like it. I feel like it's really, really hard to clean things and to strip. It strips them overall, but the soap is just so hard to get out of the actual brush or sponge that I just wasn't the biggest fan of it. But the sponge-wise, obsessed. So good. I highly recommend you to get this. This is $5.99, so it's just so affordable. I stocked up on a couple of them because I just had a feeling. I did a review on actually another sponge that I had here. I think it's called June & Co, the company. They did the velvet beautiful sponge, and I really like that. And I said, let me grab, it's so affordable, let me grab 2 and see how this works. And I'm so pleasantly surprised. I highly recommend both of the items that we've tried today. The foundation, again, just luxury. It's incredible on the skin. I think the skin looks really beautiful in person, in camera. I mean, texture isn't really enhanced. I feel like the issue with texture was the fact that I built up on it a little bit too much, but I really don't think that it's severely enhanced. I mean, it's there, but it's not like, girl, let me see. But I will tell you that overall, I really did love them, and I hope that if you guys were looking into purchasing either the Real Techniques or the Charlotte Tilbury AirBrush Flawless foundation, this helps you. It is incredible, guys. Like, I had such an incredible experience. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. My name is Duamel Bentley. If you're new to the channel, hi, welcome to the Doofay Nation, girl. I haven't been as present as I would love to in the Doofay Nation, but mother is working in the back, honey. Do not stress, because I do see you guys, and to be honest with you, the reason why we continue doing the videos we do is because of you guys. We love your interaction. We love being able to talk to you guys. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. We have a lot more fun content coming, and you can't miss it. So with that said, honey, I will catch you on the next one. Bye.